A crimson Christmas, the hook. The snow fell silently, blanketing the small town of Hollybrook in a serene white. A picturesque Christmas scene, you might think. But beneath the surface of this idyllic winter wonderland, a current of fear ran icy cold. This Christmas, evil had come to call, leaving an indelible mark on Hollybrook's history. This is the true story of a Christmas Eve that began with carols and laughter, but ended in a blood-curdling nightmare. Winter's embrace, setting the stage. Imagine a quaint town nestled in the heart of New England. The year is 1954. Hollybrook, they called it, a name that dripped off the tongue like sweet maple syrup. It was Christmas Eve, and the air, crisp and cold, hung heavy with the scent of pine and wood smoke. Twinkling lights adorned snow-dusted houses, casting a warm glow on the snow-covered streets. The old church bell tolled, its solemn sound echoing through the silent night. The heart of Hollybrook was its annual Christmas Eve gathering at the grand Victorian mansion overlooking the town. This year, the Harrington family played host, their home a beacon of warmth and festivity. The guests arrive, unveiling the characters. The Harrington family, known for their generosity and Christmas spirit, had opened their doors to the entire town. Their home, a grand Victorian mansion, was adorned with twinkling lights and festive decorations, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere that beckoned to all who passed by. First to arrive were the jovial Miller family, their laughter echoing through the halls. Mr. and Mrs. Miller, along with their 3 children, brought an infectious energy that seemed to lift everyone's spirits. They were well known for their cheerful dispositions and love for community gatherings. Then came the quiet librarian, Miss Eleanor Vance, her eyes holding a lifetime of untold stories. She was a woman of few words, but her presence was always felt. Eleanor had a mysterious aura about her, and many in the town speculated about the secrets she kept hidden behind her calm exterior. Young Billy Thompson, a boy of 10 with a thirst for adventure, snuck around, his eyes wide with wonder. Billy was known for his curious nature and mischievous antics. He had a knack for finding hidden nooks and crannies, and tonight was no different as he explored the grand Harrington home. Last to arrive was the town's new doctor, a mysterious figure named John Blackwood, his piercing gaze unsettling some guests. Dr. Blackwood had recently moved to the town, and little was known about his past. His enigmatic presence and intense eyes made many feel uneasy, yet there was something undeniably intriguing about him. As the night wore on, carols filled the air, mingling with the murmur of conversation and laughter. The guests gathered around the piano, singing traditional Christmas songs that brought a sense of nostalgia and joy. The harmonious melodies created a sense of unity among the diverse group of attendees. The scent of roasted chestnuts and gingerbread wafted from the kitchen, adding to the festive ambiance. The Harringtons had prepared a feast fit for royalty, with an array of delicious treats and savory dishes that tempted the taste buds of everyone present. But beneath the facade of merriment, an undercurrent of unease began to stir. Whispers and glances hinted at secrets and tensions that lay just beneath the surface. The festive atmosphere couldn't completely mask the sense that something was amiss, leaving the guests with a feeling of anticipation and uncertainty as the night progressed. Whispers in the night unease creeps in. It started subtly, a flickering light, dismissed as a faulty bulb, a dropped ornament blamed on an overexcited child, but as the night deepened, so did the unsettling occurrences. Whispers of cold air in a room with a roaring fire, a child's toy, found abandoned in a locked room, a feeling of being watched, of unseen eyes following every move. The festive cheer began to wane, replaced by a palpable tension. Nervous glances were exchanged, smiles becoming strained. The joy of the evening slowly gave way to an unspoken fear that settled over the guests like a shroud. Echoes of the past, a town's dark secret. Hollybrook, a quaint town nestled in the heart of winter, seemed like a picturesque holiday postcard, but beneath its festive facade lay a chilling mystery that had haunted its streets for generations. Unbeknownst to the guests, Hollybrook harbored a dark secret. The townsfolk went about their holiday preparations, blissfully unaware of the sinister history that lingered in the shadows. A century ago, on that very night, a tragedy had struck the town. The Harrington family, once the town's most esteemed residents, had met a gruesome fate. A fire had swept through the Harrington mansion, claiming the lives of the entire family, except for one, a young boy named Edward. The flames consumed everything in their path, leaving nothing but ashes and sorrow. Edward, driven mad by grief, was said to have vanished into the snowy night, his laughter echoing through the flames. Some say he was searching for his lost family, while others believed he was seeking vengeance. Legend had it that Edward's spirit, unable to find peace, haunted the town, seeking revenge for his family's demise. His ghostly figure was often seen wandering the streets, a reminder of the town's dark past. The townsfolk had long dismissed the tale as folklore, a ghost story to frighten children. They laughed it off, believing it to be nothing more than a myth. But tonight, as the shadows lengthened and the fire crackled in the hearth, the legend of Edward Harrington felt all too real. The air was thick with an eerie silence, and the townsfolk couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. The past had a way of resurfacing, and tonight, Hollybrook would remember the dark secret it had tried so hard to forget. The darkness descends, terror in the night. The clock chimed midnight, signaling the arrival of Christmas Day. It was then that the nightmare began. A blood-curdling scream shattered the night's silence. Rushing towards the sound, the guests found Miss Vance, her eyes wide with terror, pointing to a blood-stained message scrawled on the wall, "Merry Christmas from Edward." Panic erupted. The lights flickered violently and died, plunging the mansion into darkness. Screams filled the air as guests stumbled blindly, desperate to escape the unseen terror. But the house, once warm and inviting, had become a labyrinth of shadows, each corner hiding an unknown horror. Christmas morning's grim discovery, a ghastly revelation. As dawn broke, a hush fell over the snow-covered town. The Harrington mansion stood silent, its windows dark and lifeless. The Christmas lights, once so cheerful, now hung limply, like decorations on a tomb. Inside, a scene of unimaginable horror awaited. The guests lay scattered throughout the house, their lifeless eyes staring vacantly. The once festive decorations were strewn about, trampled underfoot in the desperate flight for survival. And in the center of the grand ballroom, a single figure remained. Dr. John Blackwood, his face contorted in a grotesque grin, held a blood-soaked knife, the name Edward carved into its silver handle. The massacre at the Harrington mansion sent shockwaves through Hollybrook and beyond. Newspapers blared headlines of the Christmas Eve carnage and the festive bloodbath. The investigation revealed no forced entry, no sign of a struggle, no indication of what had driven Dr. Blackwood to commit such a horrific act. Was Dr. Blackwood possessed by the vengeful spirit of Edward Harrington? Was he a madman who had meticulously planned the slaughter? Or was there another, more sinister force at play? The questions lingered unanswered, casting a long, dark shadow over Hollybrook. The Christmas Eve massacre became a chilling chapter in Hollybrook's history. The Harrington mansion, once a symbol of warmth and generosity, stood abandoned, a haunting reminder of the horrors that unfolded within its walls. The townsfolk, scarred by the tragedy, abandoned their annual Christmas Eve gathering, the joy of the season forever tainted by the memory of that fateful night. Christmas in Hollybrook was never the same. The laughter of children was replaced by a somber silence. The twinkling lights seemed to dim, their glow unable to penetrate the darkness that had settled over the town. Years have passed, but the legend of the Harrington haunting persists. Some whisper of strange occurrences on Christmas Eve, flickering lights, disembodied whispers, a feeling of unseen eyes watching. Others claim to have seen a shadowy figure lurking in the windows of the abandoned mansion, a chilling reminder of the town's tragic past. Whether the stories are true or simply figments of a town's collective imagination, one thing remains certain. The spirit of Christmas, once so vibrant in Hollybrook, has been irrevocably altered by the horrors of that fateful night. The tragedy in Hollybrook serves as a chilling reminder that darkness can lurk even in the most unexpected places, casting a shadow over what should be a season of light and joy. Even during a time of year meant for joy and celebration, the presence of darkness can be felt, reminding us that the world is not always as it seems. It reminds us to cherish our loved ones, to hold them close, and to appreciate the warmth and comfort they bring into our lives, especially during the cold, dark days of winter. We must never take a single moment for granted, for time is fleeting and the future uncertain. Each second spent with those we love is a precious gift. For in the end, it is the love we share and the memories we create that truly embody the spirit of Christmas. These moments of joy and togetherness are what make the season special. The laughter, the shared meals, the exchanged gifts, all these are expressions of the love and connection that define the holiday season. And as you gather with your loved ones this Christmas, take a moment to reflect on the true meaning of the holiday. It's not just about the decorations or the presents, but about the love and joy we share with one another. Remember the story of Hollybrook, a tale that serves as a stark reminder of how easily the spirit of Christmas can be twisted into something dark and vengeful. This chilling tale of a Christmas spirit turned malevolent is a reminder that we must always be vigilant, even during the merriest of seasons. It serves as a stark reminder that even in the merriest of seasons, evil can cast a long, chilling shadow, threatening to overshadow the joy and warmth of the holiday. So as you celebrate this Christmas, keep the true spirit of the holiday in your heart and let the love and light you share with others dispel any darkness that may try to encroach upon your joy.